Yogi Clan, welcome back to MC Monday and Yogi's Cycle Service. Today, we're going to talk about keeping your word. If you are new here to Yogi's Cycle Service, I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you like what you see, do me a favor, check out some of my other MC Monday videos or any other content that's on my channel. If you like what you see, hey man, give a brother some love. Hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope you enjoy it. Today's topic on keeping your word goes back to a post that I posted for our boys on March 19th, 2018. And it reads like this. If you say you're going to do something, then do everything in your power to make it happen. This past weekend, Scooter and I were asked if we had a clubhouse by a member of another club. He said to us that as soon as we get one, that he will come visit us if we in turn come visit him. We told him that we'd be there in the next few months as we're going to take a tour of all his chapter clubhouses in North Carolina. And the look on his face was serious. I believe him. He said he gave us his word, and that was a bond. If you give a man your word, then it is your bond, and in this MC world, it means something, even if the world around us today, it means nothing. If you fail to live up to your promises, as what sometimes happens, you have a better darn well good reason and be making calls as to why you can't hold true to your word. Lesson here is be careful what you say. There is truth in under-promising and over-delivering. This is so very true. This is a big one, keeping your word. I have seen countless times. So many people, when I have a need, as an example, I have a need. I need something done. I need somebody to take care of something. Oh, Yogi, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. And then it never happens. They drop the ball for one reason or another. Oh man, sorry, I couldn't do that. You know, something came up and blah, 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 blah. But then they no called and no showed me. I can't stand that. Because something that I think is taken care of because you gave me your word is now not taken care of. And now I got to find other ways to make it happen and other ways to have it taken care of. That's not fair to me. That's not cool. If you say, Yogi, I'm going to do something, then you darn well better make it happen or you better give me some notice. That's how I roll. That's how my parents taught me. Because not only does this apply to the MC world, it applies to life. Everything. Whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's whatever you do, if you tell somebody you're going to do something, you know, when you say, hey, yeah, man, I'm going to do that, and you're like, right on, man, thanks, and they put their hand out to shake your hand, you shake their hand, you've just made a bond. You've given your word. You better fulfill that. And like I said in that post, there are times where things come up. It's happened to me before. But you know what? When that happens, what's the first thing I do? Get on the phone. Hey, man, I know I told you I was going to do this, but guess what? Something popped up and I can't take care of this. And instead of presenting them with a problem, come with a solution. But you know what? I can't do it, but I talked to so-and-so and they said they could do it for you. Or I made some phone calls and I set everything up so it'll work for you, you know? I'll do everything I can to fulfill whatever my promise was, whatever my word was to whoever it was to. Whether I make the solution for them or I connect them with somebody else who can fulfill their need and fulfill their request because I gave my word. So I'm going to do everything in my power to fulfill that and to fulfill giving my word. And this is such an important thing, it's even biblical in nature. Let's look. Matthew 5:33 through 37. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by the earth, for it is the footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say simply be yes or no. Anything more than that comes from evil. Numbers, Old School, Old Testament. 30, 1 through 2. Moses spoke to the heads of the tribes of the people of Israel, saying, this is what the Lord has commanded. If a man vows a vow to the Lord or swears an oath to bind himself by a pledge, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. It's also talked about in Ecclesiastes 5, 1 John 2, 5. But whoever keeps his word, in him truly the love of God is perfected. This way we know that we are in him. again in Matthew, again in Numbers, again in John, again in Psalms, again in James, again in Proverbs, again in Deuteronomy, again in Hebrews, again in Matthew, again in Leviticus and 2 Peter. There's a whole lot the Bible says about keeping your word. Why? Because it's been a problem for like ever, right? It's been a problem forever. And you know, every generation out there probably thinks that the generation after them is just doesn't hold up to the same standard, right? I'm sure my grandparents thought that about my parents' generation. I'm sure my parents' generation thought that about my generation. And I surely do think about that, about the generation after me, because I've seen a lot of these boys who date my girls. I have a lot of girls, and I've seen the boys that date the girls. I've seen friends of my boys, too. And a lot of them just aren't taught some of these basic principles of simple things of keeping your word. So many times people have said, oh yeah, man, Yogi, I'll do that. I'll do that. And it never gets done. Don't you be the guy who gives your word and lets Yogi down. Or lets any of your brothers in an MC setting down. Or lets any of your friends in a coworker situation down. Keep your word. It's not that hard. And if you can't do it, figure it out. Make it happen. So that you don't drop your promise, so you don't drop your pledge, so you don't drop your oath. Keep your word. And that's the tip for this MC Monday. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, mash that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And leave me a comment. What do you think about keeping your word? How important is it to you? Hi, Yogi. Love you guys. Peace.